Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am doing fantastic. I get to talk with you. My gosh, I really want to. I really want to start out by saying, "Wow, what a voice! Um,
Oh,
you are just spectacular." And is that a God-given talent? Did you train all your life?
I have to say that's a God-given talent. I've never taken any vocal lessons. Just trained in the church.
Wow. Well, it is a God-given gift then. Um, why do you think gospel touches everyone? Because I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like gospel music.
Wow, that's such a great question. I don't think I've ever heard it framed that way. I agree with you. I think there's something whether you believe in God or not, there's something that makes you feel like there's something bigger than you are. Whether or not you call it Jesus or whatever. And so I think gospel music, it taps into that knowing, that inner knowing. And so, when you feel that conviction and you feel that spirit, and that's what moves you.
And I think I find gospel in a lot of different types of music. I know that, I've been friends with musicians for years, and even Alice Cooper adds some gospel rhythms to his rock and roll. Neil Diamond, of course, and it's getting a revival, isn't it?
It is, and you're right. You can find it in every genre because it's an energy, it's a spirit, and so you can bring it wherever you go. So I mean, even someone like Whitney Houston, who grew up in the church, and she might be singing "How Will I Know," but she's going to throw that gospel run in there. That's going to take her back to her old roots with Sissy Houston. So that's the thing. It comes with you. I'm not necessarily a gospel artist per se. Gospel to me, for me, is more of a lifestyle. It's how I live my life. Try to treat people with love and kindness. But if I'm singing Misty, you're gonna hear it kind of creep in there because that's what raised me.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the new movie. First of all, it's a spectacularly written film. What attracted you to the film?
Well, just being a fan of the Clark sisters to start with, I mean, I grew up listening to them, and so just loving all of their songs. Christine Swanson, the director, she had this vision for the characters to be able to sing live. She wanted them to be able to sing on the drop of a dime. We're in the living room talking with their mom. She wanted us to be able to just burst into song, and not have any overdubs or any other singers singing our part. She wanted it to feel authentic, raw. And to me, that's what the Clark sisters represent. So that was something that I was chomping at the bits to be a part of, for sure.
I think the story too of the Clark sisters. I mean, for all their success, they are the number one selling gospel group in history. But there's also
Yeah.
great sacrifice with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you will see that in the movie. Everything comes at a price. I do believe they got their reward and they feel good about their choices, but you're right. It does take something. It takes a lot sometimes. And so I think their faith in God and their love for one another is what has brought them to this point, even
And
now.
I do believe that now that everybody is, we're home, we're living in a new world basically. Something like this to watch is inspiring. It's a biopic, but it's still got those twists in it. This is just a terrific way to spend an evening with a great film and great performances.
Well, thank you so much for saying that. I absolutely agree with you. There was a moment where everything was getting canceled like everything else in the world. And we were like, oh my goodness, no premiere, no screenings, no this, no that. But now just seeing that, as you said, the world has changed. And I think this movie couldn't come at a better time just to uplift and encourage.
And we will all be watching this. Sheléa, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you got nothing else to do. Just watch. Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. You are just an amazing performer, and I hope we catch up again.
Thank you. I hope so too. So make sure you watch April 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time on Lifetime.
And we'll all be singing along with you.
Yeah, I hope so.